Nigel Load Bean, have you seen where our human is going to? I believe he's trying to pick another challenge like this, Smedley old boy. You know how that last one happened. He lost that pen, can't find it. I believe Catalina said she found it running around somewhere on the floor. Yes, I found it, and I hid it from him. I think it's going to be a right good joke on him when he finds it again later, maybe. It's not a good idea. He's going to feel the wrath of the human. He might try to set us on fire or something. I don't think he'd do that, mate. But it would probably be a good idea to return that pin. You know what I mean? Overset that guy, but... Ooh, there's that deep falset. Now when you get into this guy right here, man, that's where I got, it took me longer than this to get into this deep falset last time. And then I went 13 minutes trying to figure out who to counter on. Because they all feel set. They all feel stiff. And it's got to be one of them. But which one? And so, you know, it's a 6-pin lock. And if none of them, you push on them and all of them feel solid and none of them give you any counter rotation, 1 out of 6 chances. Who could it be? Huh? Which one's doing that? One gave me a little bit, so one is he's like a T-pin or something, because he gave me some more movement. That's pretty good false set there. Should only be like 1 pin away from opening it, but again, which one? You drove me, Betty. Already, Betty. I don't know. It's got me stuck. It's got me stuck in this trap again. Should I try one? I don't know. Which one or number one? Behind door number 1, trip to Jamaica. Behind door number 2. Don't know which one to try. That was the wrong one. I was going for 3. Which I believe, according to the bidding of the key, is the lowest cut. So that's probably not the one you should be pushing on, but you never know. One never knows. I don't know. Nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play fair. Good thing this ain't on a spring-loaded door or something like that. We basically have a dead coil, which helps us out. Kept me from throwing picks everywhere, and cussing, yelling, screaming. Looking for alcoholic beverages. Got a slight turn on the core. This thing's not going to open for me. Number 3 is saying, like, pick me. No, we ain't going to go that route, buddy. Try somebody in the back before I try you. But I don't know what to do. Should I try another pick? Oh, I should try another pick. Try this SS Dev super deep hook here. He's rounded tip, so he might give me a little bit more sensitivity. Or perhaps not. That's my theory anyway, and I'm sticking with it. Man, I've got no idea, I tell you. This feels like one. No. I don't know, I really can't tell you here. It's driving me batty. Try this H5. Man, he's having a hard time getting through there. Get your elephant trunk out of the way. Find your way to the pins. Yep. It's a big struggle. This guy's got a little hockey puck. A little hockey stick. Ta-da! Right. Keep trying things. One of these is bound to be the magic pick in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That one was. Got a good turn on the cord just by touching. Pin with that. We're just deeper into that false set. I think it's like a trap. It's a trap I can't get out of. And nobody wants to play today. Looks like our highest cut on the key are 1 and 6. If the lock was set up really well, it'd be 6 that would be holding me up. I'm going to go back here and make sure 6 is pushed up far enough. Alright, I got the pick sticking out of the back of the lock, so I think I went far enough. Huh. Beats the heckest out of me. Alright. Trying to get it in here. Oh, ew. I say, is it open? No. Can't get my tension wrench in there. Things drive me crazy. Ah, oh, damn it. Quit doing that. I have to hold it with 2 hands. This would be good to have on your front door, man. You'd hear them trying to pick it. Because they'd be picking on it for a while if they tried to pick through it. Get in there and stay in there, mate. See if elephant trunk's going to help us. Right, I think that guy's a little too steep for our purposes right now. I need somebody like Trackmaster 30. Tough, strong. Man. I don't think I'm going to get this guy. 15 minutes. Alright, I'm going to have to stop it. Hello, everyone. Well, it's taken me more than 15 minutes to get into this deep fall set here on Washington State Pickers. Simple number 1 is what it looks like. It says on the tag. And it's not simple. And I'm not sure if it's this number 1 lock. First challenge lock, but if it is, wow. But there we go, we got some real good counter right there, I think. Oh, yes, it was number 1. This thing has been kicking my butt. So don't believe this time here that you're looking at, 48 seconds. I had to stop the filming because I'm going to add that. I'll just added it on to the front, some of that picking in there, because I had to stop. It's an excellent challenge lock he's got here. And here's the bitting I was fighting with. Zoom back some. Get my pinning tray out. And we're going to make sure that all pins cooperate and stay here. I'm going to put bubble wrap everywhere, so we have no pin escapes. Bubble wrap in my lap. Bubble wrap everywhere. I'd gotten into this deep fall set, and I could not figure out who to counter rotate on. I mean, because you have to pick a pin when they all feel frozen, and nobody was giving me any counter rotation. So I would try to back off on the tension and lose pins and everything. But it was pin 1. Pin 1 was a sneaky guy. It was holding me up. So, alright, we've got a key. But first, I gotta get the clip off. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy Brooks, for sending this one to me. I'm gonna let it lock up. We got a key. Sending me these challenge locks, man, because challenge locks are really cool to pick on. A lot of fun. You can't just go out and buy a challenge lock or anything. You can make your own, but it takes some time. And you already know what secrets you're using against yourself. So what tricks you got planned? Somebody else challenge like you got no idea what you're up against. But yeah, I'm at 15 minutes picking right before this, and I did not expect to get this guy anytime soon. Alright, we got 6 pins. Number 3 is a nice little overset trap. You can see that. Let's see if this guy will focus. We're over here, camera. Move these guys back. Nice serrations in number 1. Serrated spool. Same thing in number 2. Get my tweezosauruses out. Number 3. Number 1 was really tricky. Look at the monster. Monster long pin in number 3. Or is it standard? No serrations or anything. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what? I see something down here, but no, that was 5 and 6. Wow, so he left 4, 5, and 6 as standard. 1, 2, and 3 are where all the action was, and man, that's enough to do it. He left the core standard, so that's where he's talking about as simple is at. But really, it doesn't take a lot of modifications to make a tough lock. Like I said, these wait a minute, let me make sure this is the front. See, there I go again. These only go in one way, but I think I'm doing it right. I don't know, we'll figure this out. I believe this is number 1. T-pinned like crazy. That was what's giving me that deep false set there. Is pin 1. That's what held me up too. Nice spool. There's a floating spool on that's a pin and pin. A pin and pin on number 2. Man, there's nothing simple about this thing. But probably the first 3 pins are going to be the simple ones. Another copper spring. The Bible's not threaded so far. Standard driver. All his action is up in front. That is amazing, man. If the rest of these, he's got a steel spring here and 3. If the rest of these are standard pins, it's going to surprise me. No, here we got a nice little spool action going on number 4. I'll get a close-up on these pins and springs and everything. I'll finish with this, but I'm just taking it slow and careful here. I don't want any accidents. We already know what happens with accidents. I saw you. You ain't going nowhere. Very short, serrated like crazy guy with the steel spring. All right, number 6. Spooled. Very cool pins in this lot. I would disagree with it being simple. That was not simple. I mean, he didn't make a modifications to the Bible or the core, but just these pins alone and the bitting of that lock. But there's some nice pin work here, and you don't have to do a lot of pin and pins or deep spools to make it a difficult pick. Like pin 1 on the key pin right here, we have some deep spooled sharp thing, but this guy right here, I was hung up on him. That's what was giving me the deep falset. It was either this guy or this one. This floating pin and pin that turns into a nice little... At first I thought it was a spool, and then I saw this guy rotating. I went, what is this? And then a nice, this is the overset trap. So if you go beyond, you're going to feel these things. And then you had a standard driver in there because it's not going to interact that much. A nice deep serrated spool guy here. All these guys are standard on the bottom of the key pins. This tiny little serrated guy right here was wicked. This kind of like wasp waves, floating T-pin guy on 6. Well, not T-pin, but spooled. And varying springs, varying pressure. Excellent lock. Wicked bitting. That overset trap was pretty tricky. And like I said, when you got into that deep fall set caused by one of these two guys right here, you touch all these pins and they would feel set. So who do you counter rotate on? If this guy's already set and you're trying to reset him, well, everything's going to fall back. So that was a lot of fun. Excellent lock. And thank you, Washington State Picker, for making this lock and sending it out. I'll be sending it out as soon as I get the funds. And I'm just going to pick as many of these challenge locks as I can and send them out. Well, you're watching, and happy picking, everyone.